Okay, the Galaxy S26 Ultra just got unboxed before launch, and honestly, Samsung somehow made this camera bump look pretty cool despite what the renders showed. YouTuber Sahil Karul secured a Galaxy S26 Ultra from a Dubai retailer ahead of the February 25th Unpacked event. We've got the unboxing, privacy display in action, iPhone 17 Pro Max comparison, and a major S Pen problem. Let me break down the good, the bad, and the surprising. The Unpacked event, where the Galaxy S26 series will be unveiled, is February 25th, but that hasn't stopped the inevitable unboxing leak. As expected, the Galaxy S26 Ultra now features a camera island, and the retail box has also been redesigned to reflect the change. Karul acquired his unit from a retailer in Dubai who already has the device in stock. Sharing photos of the device in white, Karul posed the Galaxy S26 Ultra alongside several flagships, including the iPhone 17 Pro Max. He noted that the in-hand feel is similar to the Galaxy S25 Ultra, which isn't surprising considering the dimensions and weight have changed only slightly. Though the corners are a little rounder, the difference isn't stark. When renders and dummy units leaked, I thought the phone looked outdated. The camera bump took me back years, and the Pixel 10 and iPhone 17 Pro rivals started to look a lot more aesthetic. But now that I've seen one in action, even if it's on video, I admit Samsung still managed to deliver a decent-looking flagship phone. Here's the thing. Renders did not do it justice. The camera bump isn't nearly as protrusive as it first appeared. Yes, it does jut out quite a fair bit, but it doesn't look unsightly. The fact that the bump isn't as huge as the renders made it seem helps matters greatly. With the way Samsung has placed the cameras inside the bump, with their silver edges barely sticking out, the S26 Ultra actually manages to look like a phone from this year. That comes as a very welcome surprise. But why is the camera bump back in the first place? The Galaxy S25 Ultra looked great with just the embedded cameras. Then reports came in about how the S26 Ultra would have even rounder edges. And it does. In fact, Samsung has had to change the design of the S Pen so it sits flush with the phone's chassis. However, the phone still doesn't look as round as the iPhone 17 series. Fortunately, the S26 Ultra still manages to cling on to its Galaxy identity. The Galaxy S26 Ultra has an elegant and polished design. Users will likely grow to appreciate the softer corners over time, even if the change isn't immediately noticeable. But here's where things get problematic. Samsung has increased the Galaxy S26 Ultra corner curvature, which ends up making S Pen insertion trickier than the S25 Ultra. The hands-on footage shows Karul correcting an earlier mistake. The stylus must be inserted tip down with precision. The dramatically rounded bottom corners reject anything less. This is a cost of the design overhaul. On the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the slot was forgiving. Users could slide the S Pen in from either orientation without thinking. Muscle memory handled the rest. The S26 Ultra is far less tolerant. A stylus that demands careful alignment risks becoming an ergonomic headache. Notably, the design shift came before rumors that the S27 Ultra could ditch a stylus compartment entirely. It seems the design change in S26 Ultra is aimed at turning the S Pen into a headache, leading buyers to wish for its departure from the following year's flagship smartphone. Now, the privacy display. We get to see the phone's rumored feature in action for the first time. When viewed from an angle, the screen darkens significantly, rendering content nearly invisible to anyone nearby. The screen turns completely dim from the side angle, restricting exposure to others in crowded places. The privacy display looks like a very practical feature that will provide peace of mind to users who don't want the contents of their display visible to others. The privacy display looked a bit underwhelming in the hands-on video, but that's most definitely going to look better in person. There is one letdown, though. Multiple reports claimed the white color option this year would be stunningly bright, but this doesn't look any different to any other phone of the same color. Admittedly, you can't tell everything from just a video, but the phone was pictured alongside other phones and it didn't really stand out for its shade. The leaked Galaxy S26 Ultra renders also show a very pretty white option, but I just don't see that here. And given that cobalt violet already looks pretty dull just from the renders, Samsung isn't doing anything particularly exciting this year with colors. The Galaxy S26 Ultra only has 2 colors for online purchases. Fortunately, Apple is doing something exciting with a red color for the iPhone 18 Pro. According to leaked promo posters, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will have pretty much the same specs as its predecessor, down to the battery life. The chipset is a bright spot and will make the phone feel a lot snappier. Apart from that, the design and the privacy shield are the only 2 attributes worth looking forward to. Galaxy AI is a huge theme again, but Samsung doesn't appear to have prepared anything noteworthy other than a photo assist feature for professional editing. I'm just glad the Galaxy S26 Ultra doesn't look like it's from 2020 or something, but I'd still prefer if Samsung ditched the camera island again, especially if it's considering bringing back the variable aperture on the Galaxy S27 Ultra. Everything becomes official February 25th. What do you think of the camera bump? Let me know. Subscribe for full unpacked coverage. Let me know in the comments and hit that subscribe button.